True.
Yeah, transformation to Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
This feels good.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm going. I can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
Mate, that was some of the hardest shit I've heard since like Glorilla. I genuinely mean that. Like, Glorilla's my favorite rapper right now. Oh, well, welcome. I hope you guys have enjoyed the new intro. Shit was fire. It's got me amped up as usual, like 1,000 Red Bulls being injected straight into my vanium. Sorry, it's a special day today. It's a weird one today, actually. But welcome to Across the Way, from the US to the UK. Me being Australia, and Trill being the USA. Trill, introduce yourselves for the good people.
Good day, everybody. This is the Commissioner coming live from England.
What part of England?
Liverpool.
Yeah. you feel like the worst Scouser ever. You're like, how can I understand you? What is this?
Brothers.
Absolute twins. All right. What was I gonna say? Yes, another episode. Where are we now? My gosh. Weeks are just going and going. We are 41, and today is Talk About It Tuesday.
Talk
about it Tuesday. But before we talk about it Tuesday, a quick word from our sponsors. Remember, my good people, 40% of your total purchase at drock.co.uk, international shipping. If you're abroad, or if you're not in the UK, like me. I'm joking, I am in the UK. So, interesting couple of days, like it always is in boxing. There's just... it's hard to keep up with it sometimes, but it's just so fun, you know? Trill. This is the land of milk and honey, brother. All right. Is there anything you want to kick us off with?
Nah, Ricco, I actually was kicking it with you earlier. You were saying there was a lot of things that you wanted to talk about. You said there was a lot of hearts being broken. I was just in one of the spaces. Shout out to the brothers. I was in one of the boxing communities, man, and everybody was chopping up, very excited about boxing and what this new year got to come. So yeah, I want to shout out to all the people that keep this boxing thing going, man. All the people that be in the space is so passionate about boxing and stuff like that. Man, listen, this is what keeps boxing going. You guys, the real fans of boxing. But yeah, Ricco. So yeah, man, I've been just chilling, man. Getting ready, gearing up. Next week, I dropped the transformation to Trill February 1st on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It is indeed. The transformation of Trill drops on the 1st of February, Saturday. It's going to be a crazy day, obviously.
Crazy day.
It's going to be a mad one.
It really is. It really is. Because you have a fight that you have to attend to. Not only would it be your birthday, but we got to say that again. February 1st would be Ricco's born day. But you also have a fight that you have to attend to. But not only that, you got to rush back because you got to join me for a watch along because we got David Benavidez and Morale.
Big up, Mr. Neutral. And yes, we do. There's a lot.
Not only that, we're gonna be the whole night. We're gonna be bumping my album. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be. It's for the fans and for the people tuning in. Honestly, this one from us to you is going to be special, spectacular, el specialente, as the Mexicans say.
Yeah.
I was going to drop the vid. Let me just drop this vid real quick. I know I've been dropping a lot of vids, but I like this one.
Yeah, transformation of Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
We on the ride. You already know what it is. Trill, swole. Say what's up, swole. She's having one. She's in one of her moods. You know how it is. She's hungry. She already ate 2 times already. You know what I'm saying? What you have? Tell them what you had. You had a rack of ribs. You know what I'm saying? And what you have with the rack of ribs? What come with the rack of ribs?
Coleslaw and chips.
Coleslaw and chips. And then you had a lobster roll with french fries. That's crazy. Lobster roll, french fries is crazy. And you had some of my shrimp.
Okay, I'm hungry.
Now we're about to get on this ride. You know how we do. Baby, you're supposed to be acting like...
Damn it. I think I played that one a bit premature there. Sorry about that.
Sneak peek to the Back to Reality episode.
Oh my God. You know what it is, guys?
That's a sneak peek. That's what's
Oh,
up.
that's a sneak peek. But anyway, there's so many episodes. There's so much stuff. There's such amazing things happening. Anyway, so let's talk about it Tuesday.
5 times a week. This is Talk About It Tuesday.
Yeah, talk about it Tuesday. Oh my gosh. Yes, I completely forgot.
I like that though. I like how you just showed that clip for a day in the life, man. I think that's kind of dope, man. It gives people.
I loved it, man. It really shows you your beautiful daughter, and you know, just a day in the life with Mr. Trill. Nice little sneak peek there. You guys will tune in for tomorrow's episode where I interview Trill. I'm a bit nervous. I got mad nerves. I don't know if I can do it. I'll have to find the strength within me. But today is Talk About It Tuesday. Yeah. So I want to talk about a rumor.
First.
The album obviously is going to be dropping February 1st. We're going to get into that a little bit.
Services on all streaming services. Did you say that, Ricco? Did you
on every single streaming service that you possibly can? Apple, YouTube, Spotify.
You can listen to me to work out. You can just pick my tune. Say if you on your story and you put up a picture or something, you can just pick one of my songs. Anyways, go ahead, Ricco. We just talk about it Tuesday. Go ahead, Ricco.
Talk about it Tuesday. We're going to be talking about the album towards the latter end of the broadcast. But yeah, there's a strong rumor that Al Heyman has sold the PBC. I'm going to put this thing in there.
What's the word? What's the word, Mr. Neutral?
Heyman sells the PBC to Turkey Al-Sheikh. Now, there's been a lot of people melting down out here. All right, so I've been looking. Obviously, my ear has been close to the ground of the jungle. That is X, Twitter, Elon Musk's playground, as it were. And I can see a lot of sad people, Trill. I see a lot of sad people. I see some happy people, you know. But I want to know what you think about it. If it were to be true, what would be the pros and cons according to Trill Dollar Bill? And people, I want to know what you guys think.
What do I think? If they sell to Turkey Al-Sheikh,
if they have, apparently it's done or is being done right now.
I haven't heard nothing until, you know what I'm saying, I get the call. That is final. You know, I'm not gonna, you know.
What if it was true? What would be your pros and cons?
My thing would be thinking, one champion, one weight, and for every weight class. That's what I'll be thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing is what I've been calling for years. You know, I've been calling for one face for one division for a while now. And I think Turkey Al-Sheikh, you know, is if he pulls this off and he has all these people coming under one banner and then he can do things like make a commission, and he can put all these things into play, like like how they have a players union, they have a fighters union. He does all this stuff that he can put everything under one umbrella, and the best is fighting the best. Kudos to him, and kudos to the sport of boxing, because I think boxing will go back to the throwback era where, you know, there's only one face in every division, and then, you know, certain fighters be wanting to move up, and it makes it more exciting. It makes it more exciting, so you won't be confused on who the champion is. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There's so many belts you didn't even know who the champion was, and if they was a real champion, if that belt was even real or not. There was so many champions at one weight division. I was like, no, he's not even the champion.
Shout out to the WBA. WBA, no one played games like the WBA had gold. They had the regular. They had the constant. Man, you could be undisputed just collecting the WBA belt.
Listen, man. So I think that could be good. The cons can be if he does all this and then eventually says this is not where he wants to continue to, you know, put his, you know, all his eggs in. You know, this is not what he want to continue to do. Now that could be bad. Like, you did all this, you went and monopolized, and now you're not doing anything with it. You know,
I don't know.
That would be the only con. So it's more leaning towards pro than con than anything, because I really don't see that occurring. But yeah, the only con I can see is if he starts using this for his own agenda, and we don't get the, you know. But I don't see that happening. I think that we're gonna get the best fights. The best is gonna be fighting the best, and boxing is heading into a new exciting era. You know,
it feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like there's a change in the wind. It feels like the electricity.
Until it's somebody else's time. Everybody has their turn.
Yes.
This is boxing.
Different eras.
Their time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes on and they have their time. This is Turkey's time now. Let's see what he does with his time now. You know?
I hope he's like making another turkey. So when his he stops being turkey, there's a new turkey that comes, and
I'm sure there's other people. There's people watching,
etc.
watching the moves that he's making right now, and they feel.
I want the lineage to continue, though. I want this. I want this.
You gotta remember, when Al Heyman first came on the scene, man. That was was different. When Al Heyman came on the scene, people was hating on Al. Oh, he's way compensating these fighters way too much. I remember Bob even complaining about him compensating these fighters way too much. Company's not going to stay afloat. You keep making these fights and stuff like that. But Al was coming from a place of heart and love. That's where Al was coming from, because of his brother, who was a fighter, you know, who got hurt and didn't have nothing to show for it. So Al wanted the fighters to be compensated more than the promoters. His thing was actually, he was beefing with the promoters. And people didn't realize it. Everybody started hating Al, but Al was always for the fighters because of what happened to his brother. And his thing was middle finger to the promoters. Let the fighters get all the money. You know what I'm saying? Let the fighters be the bosses. That's why he was trying to have all his, you know, minions have little companies. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted them to feel like they were the bosses. You know what I'm saying? He wanted them to feel like they were bosses. You know? And yeah, I think a lot of people, you know, you get a bad eye for that, because, you know, at one point it was just Al Heyman and PBC putting on all the cards. At one point it was just them having all the fighters. Every dog has his day. Then Eddie came on the scene like wildfire, you know. And I remember when people were giving Eddie a hard time, and Eddie couldn't buy a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Like they were doing Eddie wrong. The next thing you know, Eddie was the man. You know what I'm saying? Eddie was popping his collar. You know, and people had to talk to Eddie nice, you know. And then, you know, Turkey came out on the scene, and people were reluctant to, you know what I'm saying, shake hands with Turkey. I was one of those people. I was looking at him like, yo, you're crazy. You gotta pay your dues like all the other guys did. You know what I'm saying? So
boy, did he pay.
Yeah, he paid. Boy, did he pay, you know?
And boy, did he pay.
Boy, did he pay with that turkey bag. So yeah, you know, so it's gonna be somebody after him. You know, we don't know who it might be, but it might be somebody after him that's watching his moves that he makes, and you know, they're gonna capitalize off of that. So But right now, this is his term, and I'm excited to see what he does with it.
I'm definitely excited to see what Turkey does. For me, he's been sensational for the sport. Uh, if he has acquired the Premier Boxing Champions, I mean, you can kind of see it in the air if you look at how many shows they put on last year. I think it was only 4 shows. The year before that, I think they did loads of shows. Like the drop was significant. But yeah, like you said, Al Heyman's given a lot to the sport. Fair play to him. If it's if he's completely sold it or if he's just kind of fallen in, in terms of bending the knee or holding the hand in unity to Turkey LL Sheik, then more power to him, I guess. It'll be interesting to see Tank's reaction to this news if it actually is true. Because obviously it'll finally mean that everybody's on the same side of the street, as you rightfully said, and it's about time, to be honest, because now we can actually get those. I feel like we are kind of on the cusp of just continuously getting good, cards and shows like every weekend type of thing. So yeah, more power to them. Next thing, next thing that I had, it looks like Dubois and Caroline Dubois and Terry Harper aren't going to be fighting. The I think that was supposed to be on the all women's card, courtesy of the great Ben Shalom. So just looking at a couple of those fights on that card now is. Right, so you got Natasha Jonas, Lauren Price to headline. You got Savannah Marshall coming back against Melinda Watpool. You got Karis Artingstall versus Raven. I think that's a good fight. Raven Chapman. A lot of people saying Artingstall will beat Raven, or Ben Shalom's cashing out. Well, something. I don't know. You got the pro debut of Cindy Ngambo, who's just been signed by Boxer. Caroline Dubois, I think she's still on the card, but obviously needs an opponent. And you got Francesca Hennessy. What do you reckon about Caroline Dubois and Terry Harper not happening, bro? Huge show.
Yeah. Dubois is on the tear right now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want it with her. They don't want it with her. I would reckon I would want to do something else. Harper done she's going into, like, she's getting older, legendary status, multiple champion, different weight classes.
Big up Trey, big up Ando, big up family. Huge show. The Albo Bowl. It is going to be a huge show at Royal Albo Hall.
Did all this, and what y'all want to do to her? Throw her in there with Caroline. This is how you pay Terry Harper for all she did.
Well, Caroline put out the tweet. Caroline said, because literally like maybe an hour ago, Caroline was like, yeah, big news coming soon. Make sure you get your tickets. I'm like, oh yes. And then like half an hour later, it's I'm disappointed that Terry didn't decide to accept the big money. And it's like, how did we get here? What happened?
Yeah.
And this is what I always find myself thinking when Ben Shalom is involved. I'm sorry, I love Ben, man, but is it? Oh, but I hope Caroline does get a really big fight. I hope she chases down the Amanda Serranos. I think her and Amanda Serrano would be a great fight, to be honest.
Man, Serranos, they all on their way out, man. You know what I'm saying? They all on their way out. It's time for
I think Serrano's still got. I think she's still got something left in the tank. Not Katie. Katie's done. Katie's done.
Couple, not fighting the likes of a Caroline Dubois. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, it's time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time for her to start, getting some money off of her name. You know how, like, when the male fighters on their way out, you start to do showcase fights where you showcase who you are and still a champion, and get some big money fights and just showcase who she is. She's on her way out. Still, these young kids don't have to, carve their own way, carve their own path. She's already been in so many wars. It's not gonna do nothing for Caroline Dubois. Caroline Dubois go in there and carve her own path, man. But I'm sure there's some bloodthirsty people out there that will want to see that fight. To them, it's like a passing of the torch, but it's not, because a person, one fighter is shot. You know what I'm saying? That person is shot and been in so many wars. You know what I'm saying? I just want her to ride off in the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Get on a nice little horse and just ride off.
Good. Old Town Road.
Let her go do her thing. But yeah, man. I mean, shoot, it is what it is, man. That's just me. I'm a helpless romantic.
Okay, helpless romantic. This guy. Look at this. Hey, I'm looking forward to that fight. That card though. Natasha Jonas versus Lauren Price. That's a great fight. I think. I don't know, man. Lauren Price though is just some kind of assassin, bro.
What's that? That's a unification belt, right?
Undisputed.
They got 4 belts on the line, right?
Undisputed.
It's undisputed. Okay.
For welterweight.
Okay.
Hopefully, Miss GB can win this fight, and then that's it. Sail away into that into Old Town Road sunset. Just even me, Trill. That's what I want from Miss GB. Everybody knows how much I love. I mean, admire the greatness that is Tasha Jonas, Miss GB.
Yeah, she
beauty and sees grace. She's Miss Grace.
Shout out to Michaela Mayer.
That is not undisputed. Michaela Mayer still has a belt. Oh, it's not undisputed.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying. So what? They got the IBO in there.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's not yeah, that's what I was saying. Shout out to Michaela Mayer. Perfect timing.
Well, it looks like Michaela Mayer is going to be fighting Sandy Ryan next in the rematch. I actually spoke to Sandy earlier on today. Shout out to
she should get the winner of this fight. She was robbed against Natasha Jonas in that fight. I just think as long as the fight ain't over there, I don't know who she rubbed wrong.
It's going to be in Vegas.
She got two fights that I scored for her that went totally the opposite over there across the way. And hopefully the fight, because
we got Lucy.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
Trade notes.
Sandy, shout out to Sandy. Sandy, shout out. I just think that Michaela got her number. It's just some fighters that got your number. Doesn't take nothing away from saying she's a tremendous fighter. It's just some people that just got your number. Michaela Mayer got these girls' numbers. That's where they had to rob her. They robbed her twice. I think that the young lady should be undisputed. That's just me. But I think that she should be undisputed. And I think she's been robbed. I don't know why people don't like Michaela Mayer. I don't know. I thought people would love her in the UK. That's crazy. But anyways,
whoa, hang on. I got love for Michaela.
No, you don't.
You're gonna pick Michaela over Sandy freaking Ryan? Are you out of your insanity right now?
Listen, I haven't picked Michaela to lose, and I haven't seen her lose yet. And I haven't picked her to lose yet. I'll let you know when I think that she has took a step back. If anything, I
thought Sandy beat her, to be honest with you. Like all bias aside. I did. No, I genuinely did.
Michaela, you couldn't see. It's whoever your favorite fighter is, but that's all right.
How is it my favorite fighter? I literally scored.
If you pick listen, Ricco, if you pick this person, you are riding with him, no matter if it's a unanimous decision or not. You still saying, I think he got it. Because we were six.
No, but I'll let you know. No, I'll let you know. If I think it's a robbery,
Richard Hitchens outboxed, and you was like, you couldn't see it. And it was like, do you not blatantly
How
seen him.
how did I not? How did I not? When we were doing the watch along, what did I say at the end? I said
You was like,
I
yo,
said
no
Paro
shit.
got outboxed. Yeah, I said
Yeah,
Paro got
yeah.
absolutely out. He got not
Not,
absolutely,
not
but
during,
he
not in
got
the
out
moment.
counted.
Not in the moment.
He got beautifully counted into
Not,
submission
not
by
in the
the better
not in
man
the
on the
moment.
night. That was Richardson Hitchens.
Not in the
And
moment. Not in the moment, Rico. You got
in the moment, because I want my guy to win. You know, the one's there.
I'll be unbiased. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm being genuinely, but I think
do
Sandy will absolutely
you,
tear her up next one, man. I think Sandy's
okay,
gonna.
but so do you
It's
agree
gonna
that
be a mess.
he's been
Oh,
robbed?
bro,
He's
it's
been
good.
robbed twice in the UK.
I do believe that unfortunate decisions have been had in every single country. You're gonna blame the UK when Sandy. I thought Sandy should have won. Not only should she have won, she was harassed over there across the way. Right? She was assaulted.
What happened to Sandy Ryan. I don't wish that on anybody. I think that was so.
No. Of course not. Of course not.
But
In terms of the fight, Trill, I can't wait until we do our watch along for that. I can't wait. I swear, it's gonna be the best. Like I love I love I love it when you support someone and I support the other person, especially when it's UK versus USA. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I can see I cover the fight how it is though. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I can cover when the other person is doing good, and when the
I'm
person
literally
that
doing
I
the
pick is
commentary
doing
for it. My skills have improved so vastly from then. It's actually nuts, you know. Like even I'm shocked at myself when I'm like, ha, yeah, that was witty. Right.
Yeah,
Lucy's facts. I thought she beat Jonas. I thought she lost to Baumgardner. I thought she clearly beat Sandy Ryan. Well,
yeah. I
I
thought
thought
she
I would say
was
Jonas Baumgardner, not Ryan. Definitely, I thought Ryan beat her, bro. Nah. I can't.
Don't listen to Rico. Don't listen to Rico.
Listen to
Uh,
me.
moving right along. Whatever fights we got, I want to talk about. I want to talk about it Tuesday. You know, people was talking about in the space that I was in. It was actually talking about Crawford and Canelo.
That's literally like we will talk about that every day of our lives until it actually happens. Even though when it happens, we'll talk about it even more after. So
Yeah, I mean, because I stick to what I stick to. I think that Terrence Crawford is a phenomenal fighter.
weight classes for a reason.
And there's a weight classes for a reason. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. And if he can go up there and he can defeat a Saul Alvarez, then we have to start talking about him like how we talk about
No,
Sugar.
I heard an interesting rumor
You know,
that he's gonna fight Derevyanchenko at 168.
a tune-up fight before a fight with Saul. That would be the smart. The Revanchenko. See
Derevyanchenko, yeah.
Yeah, the Revanchenko, man. Listen, the Revanchenko, like 55 years old. You know what I'm saying? He got one last fight in.
Crawford's not exactly the spring chicken himself, bro. Like what? Crawford's like 37.
The Revanchenko's been beat up by the who's of the upper.
He should have beat Triple G. He should have beat Triple G. He was robbed, bro. He was robbed.
But
he should be in the Hall of Fame, to be fair. Like that's they robbed, they took that away from him. Sorry, Derevyanchenko.
Nah, I don't think that's good because he gets to see how he feels at 168, because jumping in from 154 to jump right into a fight with Canelo, that would have been
even Superman couldn't do that shit. Like
that would have been horrible. So I'm glad that he's going in with the Revan. Chenko, and at least he, gets to feel himself out at that weight and see how he feels, and he gets to fight a durable guy, short too, durable guy. You know what I'm saying? A guy who was at 160, not a 168 guy, but it's a good feel, so you get a better feel for the weight. But still, I just think that it's a tall order. If he can do it, kudos to him. I think it'll be amazing.
I got Bud. I got the homie.
You got Bud.
I got the homie.
You got Bud. I like Bud. I just think Saul's just too much for a fighter that's just been fighting at this weight class. I think it's just going to be too much. but has not been in here with an elite fighter at 168, the best of the best at 168 to be able to compete and test himself. So if he does this, we start talking about Bud like how we talk about Sugar Ray Robinson, because Bud will be 5-time world champion in 5 different weight classes, plus he'll be undisputed in 3 different weight classes. He's gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
He will be him. Oh my gosh! Like I can't wait to tell my grandchildren. Like,
Yeah, you was
yeah,
here.
I was there. These fighters, these fighters of today are pussies. Terrence Crawford. He
I
was.
remember when they had 12 rounders. Oh man, but yeah, man, I really
El
love it.
Pinchi. Nah, it's not even about being a fanboy. I just feel I've explained it many times. You know, I just feel like in terms of the skill, I just never bet against Crawford.
See, and I wouldn't bet against Saul. I wouldn't bet against Saul, man, because he showed a lot. Like people forget about everything that Saul does. If you happen to forget, right? Just go look up box rec. You know what I'm saying? Just go look up box rec and you can see what Canelo has given us. We seem to forget because, right, this is what happened, right? We only look at what the person, what have you done for me lately, right? Quote Janet Jackson. That's what you only think about. But you got to think about his whole career, what Saul has brought to us. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been fighting at 154, he has fought the likes of everybody. From the Kermit Centrons. People don't even remember Kermit Centron. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Exactly. He fought Kermit Centron, who was considered to be, a devastating puncher at that time at 154. All the way up to now. He's still fighting guys. And he's a young guy. And he's fought who's who. And everybody, when you're at top, of course, everybody's going nick and pick. I remember everybody used to talk about Floyd. Floyd ain't fight nobody. Floyd this and that. Floyd fought 26 world champion. Floyd, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, when you're at top, everybody's going nitpick and everything and what you do, right? Rightfully so. But Canelo has shown improved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let's read a couple of the comments. Padre says, does anyone else feel a lot of the fights we want to see depend on big Fs? No, no.
They're happening now. I guess they're doing it now, If Crawford sees Canelo and he wants to walk around and call himself the best fighter ever, he will have earned the right. But no way in hell he beats Canelo. Yeah, I agree.
Lucy, man, Lucy. This is Aquaman. This is the faith, the shark slayer.
A tall order. If he can do all this, he deserve it.
You know what it is though, Trill? I've never ever disagreed in the sense of the difficulty of this task. It is one of the trials of Hercules.
Listen, I know you're not hating on the F.A.M. I'm with you. It's kind of like when Bivol was Canelo was fighting Bivol. I picked Canelo to beat Bivol, but I also told everybody if Canelo beats Bivol, you have to give him his props. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, if he wins, you got to give Canelo his props. If he loses, he's going up to weight to dare himself to be great against a guy who is the bigger guy at a bigger weight class, and he came up short, and everybody was happy. They were coming online like they beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody turned Russian. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was Russian. It was crazy. I went online and everybody was Russian. You had the brothers throwing up Russian flags. It was crazy.
But this is the thing. Like, no, we knew how good Bivol was. Like, I've been a UD Bivol fanboy for quite some time, and it's.
I think a lot of people didn't know who he was, but I know.
He gained 300,000 followers that day. That's what you call the Canelo effect of Saul. The Midas touch of Saul.
Yeah, because it's the haters. That's all hate.
Yeah, well, those are all hate follows.
That's all hate follows. Listen, whoever he going for fight next, they gonna get those followers. You know what I'm saying? It's the hate followers. You know what I'm saying? You see, Blinga became a star. You know what I'm saying? People thought
I don't know about that. I don't know about
he's a
that.
superstar. He had a parade off of a loss. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes you have to celebrate. You have to just celebrate in it. You just have to. I don't know. I don't know how to finish that sentence, but yeah, you gotta be outside.
But now, if he can get past Canelo, then listen, kudos to him. He's got to be consider himself one of the great. But what do you call Canelo? What are they going to be saying about Canelo? You know what I'm saying? I bet you he does not get props for this. It's going to be like the Charlo.
I'll happen now. It will not be like the Charlo
guy. It's a smaller guy. It's a smaller guy, and these guys is taller, bigger, smaller guy. Even if he does, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People was happy that he lost against a bigger guy. They was happy that the 5'7" guy lost to a 6 foot guy. They were happy because of that. It balanced things out. That you can't believe, you can't achieve to be great. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay in your place. You know what I'm saying?
Belango, bigger star than Haney. To be fair, Haney's never had his own parade. Haney's never had his own parade.
Off of a loss.
He's never had his own parade. So if we're being real, I reckon Edgar Bumaye, man. Edgar Bumaye.
Off of a loss. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Edgar Bumaye. Nah, but that's the Midas touch of Canelo. But I'll give Canelo props for beating Crawford. I think Crawford is one of the best, possibly ever.
I think he is too, but I think he's just a man at the end of the day, man. And I just think that
I mean, we'll see. This fight is just so intriguing in it for me. For everybody. Like the fact that we can just keep on.
If he takes the necessary steps to prepare himself for the fight, then it can sway a little bit because, like I said, he is a great talent. But he's 5'8", 5'9", and got to probably have the longer reach and be taller than Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Canelo 5'7".
All of them are. Canelo's always the smaller guy.
This is what I'm talking about. And y'all, nobody want to get a homie no love. That is crazy to me. I can't hate on somebody that is the smallest person in the ring and he's still delivering. It's to the point where you expect the guy with the smaller guy with the shorter guy with the shorter reach to beat the taller, bigger guy. You expect that. But if this was a regular street fight, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, this guy get creamed. Canelo 5'7" with Tim's on. And he's out here doing great things. It's to the point where he can't even. He got to break you down. He got to punch you on your shoulders and your arms because he can't reach your face unless you get him a stool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so dead. Do you know what it is though? Yeah, Lucy Crawford's also 37. He only fights once a year. I think the only fighting once a year thing. I think there's just been unfortunate circumstances. With the timing of the fights and the what seemed to have been the longest big up Eric in the building, what seemed to be like the longest negotiations ever for that Spence fight. So I think it's just but this is why we're saying it's moving into a new era, because that type of stuff isn't going to disrupt the activity of fighters anymore. At least I don't think so. Do you know what I mean? I think if you're a world to elite fighter, you got to be out 2-3 times a year, man. You have to. And it's especially when you're wasting the best years of your life away. It's just not good. It's just not good. I don't want to see Tio inactive for too long. I don't want to see the other young stars.
Tio.
Well, not Tio. I mean, yeah. A long day, but any other people who aren't just out there racist like that, I just want you
and racist. What do you think about Ryan Garcia headlining over the Devin Haney and being able to make these fights and everything? That's another. Turkey Alley Sheik. I got a question, Turkey Alley Sheik. Do you? Is he respecting boxing law, or is he trying to make things happen? Like, for example, you making this fight happen, and you already announcing that who these guys are going to be fighting, and you also saying it's making it look like Ryan Garcia is going to be headlining, which would be insane. Which would be insane. You know what I'm saying? That would be insane because a guy who was suspended on suspension would be headlining over a guy. You know what I'm saying? That would be insane. If Turkey
Is that? Dude, I don't. Yeah, but that might just be that he put in the tweet. He just put one fighter on top. I don't think it was I don't think it was a numerical order kind of thing.
He'll do that.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Devin and them. I think Ryan and them.
I don't think they'd accept it. Like what? I would be furious. I'd be like,
I don't think that would happen. But shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh. But do you think that it should have been done after Ryan was done with his suspension, announcing this fight, or do you think it shows a bad look to fighters? Like, look, you can still get a fight with Turkey Al-Sheikh. You have to, the fight's big enough.
It's just tasteless. The look tasteless. It's I don't know what to say, to be honest with you, because the laws around it allow it to happen. So you can blame sort of the individual for taking advantage of the law, or you can blame the system and the people upholding it for allowing and creating loopholes for this type of stuff, because you can be on suspension and you can still negotiate fights. Yeah. Everybody's done it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's done it. So it's like we can't sort of pick and choose in terms of Turkey's I don't think it's right. Personally, I think he should serve his suspension and then negotiations for his fight. But it's kind of like a thing where practically, he
is really basically
you and I are the only one that care about this type of stuff. Like, we're the only ones that are like, wait, hold on, maybe this is a bit.
You gotta if you do the crime, you gotta do the time, right? And if and I'm not here to be, but
El Pinchy, are you Ryan's burner account?
Sorry, more popular. That's it. Yeah, I get. Is it showing?
That
was a good one. That was a good one.
Man, like Pinchy, go on, El Pinchy, man. El Pinchy's funny. What did he say? You always put the more popular.
So we got those fights present. You know what I'm saying? We got Ramirez, and who they said that Ryan will be facing. I've seen two possible opponents.
It's isn't it Pitbull
or Roll It?
I thought it was Pitbull, but and then I saw a poster with Rolly Romero, the goat, Rolly Romero. Everybody knows how much of a massive stan I am of Rolly Romero, man. Mm-hmm. I feel like, his accomplishment.
That fight is in 5 years in the making.
And he was beating Tank. He was technically beating Tank before the knockout. That's so crazy. If anyone is going to actually push Ryan to their limits before the Haney Garcia trilogy bouts, mm-hmm. It's Goat Mero.
Yo, that's crazy that everybody is saying that those fights are good fights. How are they saying that Ryan and Pitbull is a good fight, or Ryan and Romero is a good fight, but Tank is a crappy fighter when he beat all three?
I mean, maybe it's because like
he just hate Tank.
No, I'm a Tank super fan. All right, I happen to think.
Is that what it is? They just hate Tank because if
El Pinchy, you're right. You know what? That Rolly Ryan presser is going to be absolutely diabolical, man. And I'm going to be tuned in. I might do watch-alongs for the press conference.
Yeah, those are going to be exciting.
It's going to be good. But we know listen, I can't wait. Do you know what, Trill? I've had enough of this now. Right? You got this insinuation and this energy of
What?
hatefulness. Someone so positive and
I am. What are you
unicorns,
talking about?
daisies, and rainbows. I'm a massive. I'm gonna
I
look you
did. I
guys.
was
I'm gonna
upset.
look you guys in the
Rico,
eyes right
Rico,
now.
Rico,
I'm a massive
Rico,
Javante Tank Davis fan. I will not be silenced.
Rico, you're
I'm a
making
man.
yourself look guilty. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. If it
I'm not
doesn't
gonna let it
apply,
fly.
let it
Nah,
fly.
I'm not.
Then
Nah,
it
I'm not.
applies.
If
If it
there's
doesn't
no
apply, let it fly. But you know what I'm saying?
no, because there's this
No, I just
Tank
said,
probably thinks I don't like him. Tank, it's not true, bro. I can't wait to see you backflip in Riyadh. When Tank Davis is backflipping in Riyadh
don't
in a
do it,
Riyadh
Tank.
season card,
Don't do it,
I
Tank.
can't wait. I can't
I hope
wait.
you
I
don't. I
can't wait.
hope you
I
don't.
say, what do they say? What do they say? I can't wait. Save the date.
They're gonna put some oil on the mat when he goes up in the air,
If
so
the
he's
glove don't
on
fit.
his way down.
Pick up Alpin. Pick up Alpinchi. Alpinchi's one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we got those fights coming up, So,
I can't wait. Do you know what? It's
it's
just
exciting. It's
it
leftovers
is
is fighting,
it all the exactly. And do you know what? That's what I'm saying. This is the greatness of Tank. Tank
Two
is
of his
literally
leftovers can make great
he's
fights.
no exactly literally and the absolute gall of Al Sheikh, right, of His Excellency for just using the scraps of on Tank's table to create his own shows. I think Tank has actually blessed him. That's what I think.
No, you know what I think? I
No,
think at the ending of 2025, Turkey Al Sheikh is going to set up a major fight with Shakur Stevenson and Javante Tank Davis.
right. Amen.
At this
This calendar year,
I'm think this calendar year. I'm thinking
around Cinco de Mayo,
a little after that.
October. So end of October.
No, we're not gonna have the fight. I think the fight's gonna be announced. 2000.
Oh yeah, so they'll announce it Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, I think that, and then the fight will be in 2026.
Yeah, but Trill, you're
no.
being a bit premature, lad. You're being a bit premature, mate. Shakur still has to get through Kid Austin, Philip Schofield, Floyd Schofield, and yeah, there's it's a big if.
So if Shakur Stevenson can get past dangerous young killer like Floyd Schofield,
Sure.
it's
A bit more excitement, please. Like that was terrible. That was
listen. If
you will never MC at my wedding. You will never MC at my wedding.
Listen, if Shakur Stevenson can get past Floyd Schofield, which is gonna be a tall order.
I've heard the passports are there. They finally got the passports, so everyone can travel now. So just an update.
They're the only people I ever heard of the house get robbed for passports. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. No one breaks in the house and just destroys passports. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Usually
That's
people just
so hilarious.
jewelry.
Do you know what?
The
more I was watching, and the more I was like watching the interview, the more like I was like, I love it. I love this, right? Because what did he say? Because the dad, first of all, Kid Austin was at the front of the bed. He's got the interview. The dad is just chilling on the side of the bed. You can't see him. You can't see him. You can just see his back. You just see his back. And then the guy's asking, "Yo, it's not a good look." Oh yeah, the dad is like, "Yes, they stole my passport. They took the one page out of his passport that they needed to stamp. And then what? Kid Austin, Dad, don't spill the tea. Don't spill the tea." Now, I don't know about you, I've not really said no.
Man, that was
And do you know what his dad did? Do you know what his dad did? He spilled the tea. He spilled the tea all over. All over. It was a mess.
it's gonna be horrible, man. It's gonna be kid gets stopped. I don't think it goes 12 rounds. I think the kid stops it. The corner stops it. The corner's not gonna stop it. It's gonna take the ref to stop it. I don't think Floyd Schofield Sr.
You
has.
really think that it's gonna be that? It's gonna be brutal, Trill. You think it's gonna be brutal? That's what you're telling me.
I think the kid hasn't prepared his side. He's at best after 10 rounds. If he makes it to 10 rounds, after 10, he's just gonna be. It's gonna be horrible. Just he's gonna take more punishment. It's gonna do
It's
more
gonna be
harm.
horrible.
It's gonna be more harm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Than good. You know what I'm saying? And I know. I don't know. I just it's gonna look like.
You know what? Before all of this, I was like, Team Kid Austin, Team Kid Austin. And then I saw all of that, and I was like, oh, mate. No, now. Then I'm supposed to do this show with Trill. I put all my eggs in one basket. I thought, fuck it. Let me get the eggs back. Now, do you know what? I think this might all just be mind games. I hope it is.
It could be. He'll mess up. Say if he goes out there and he hurts Shakur Stevenson and makes Shakur Stevenson get the wobble.
I want to zoom in on your face.
I would love it. I would love it. You got to understand at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I made predictions, but I'm a fan of boxing.
Me too.
I would love it. I loved when Daniel Dubois. I picked AJ to straight run through Daniel.
I hated I didn't want any of them to get hurt.
Listen, I listen, and then I was happy that my prediction was wrong because it's exciting for the sport of boxing. I love boxing one. At the end of the day, I don't care if my prediction is right as long as boxing wins. You know what I'm saying? If boxing wins, I'm good. You know, even with we was talking about the Bivol and Beterbiev fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I picked Beterbiev to fight. It was a close fight. I can't argue with any. Listen, if somebody thinks Bivol win, then I said, okay, that's fine. I think that's how close the fight was. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody is telling me like, oh, I think he washed him 6 rounds by 6 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're saying it's a close fight, or you got, I got Bivol by 1 round, or I got Beterbiev by 1, I can't. That's a close fight. You know what I'm saying? Boxing won. You know why boxing won? Because we finally got a chance to get undisputed in these 2 guys in the ring, and we got a good conversation, and everybody's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Boxing win. I don't care if Bivol would have won or not. As long as boxing wins. Like, we got Crawford and Canelo. If the fight happens, right? You know what I'm saying? I think Canelo it wins. You know what I'm saying? But if Crawford can beat Canelo, then we're talking about Crawford like he's Sugar Ray Robinson. And boxing wins again. It gives us something to talk about. If sport gives us something to talk about and it evokes some type of feeling, then boxing wins. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's always hard to go after when you have these passionate rants. That's why I have to always end it with a little bit of British humor. And that's what it's all about. We have all this stuff so we can talk about it, and it's been Talk About It Tuesday. I just want to get into Trill dropping his album on the 1st of February, the day a king was born.
Ricco's birthday, you already know it. We're dropping it. Well, leading up to it, we're gonna be doing things and doing sweepstakes and all that for the album, man. We're gonna do this. We even got predictions. We even got predictions on sales. We're gonna do whoever gets the closest to the predictions, you know what I'm saying? And then we also gonna be doing little tournaments and giveaways and stuff like that. You know, we're gonna see what's going on. It's gonna be a good one.
That's right. And we'll be giving away albums. Not one. No.
Yeah, we're gonna do prizes. We're gonna do prizes and stuff like that, trivia games and all that stuff. So it's gonna be very entertaining, man. You know, I'm not. It's nothing regular about me. So you know, I gotta do something exciting for everybody, man. Mr. Neutral, he said Shakur Stevenson gets dropped twice in that fight. Listen, There was one
Tell
time,
him.
there was one time, right? You know, I done seen it all in boxing. So if it happens, whew, that kid will shock the world. You know?
Mhm.
You know?
It will be crazy. It will be crazy.
You know, Mr. Neutral, you know when Muhammad Ali was like, I done shocked the world. You know, I'm pretty.
I won't even be shocked. I'll just be. I've already got the.
That's how Schofield should be. If he get drop Shakur Stevenson and he win that fight, he should be like, I shook up the world. I'm a bad man. It'll be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got a lot of fights. Man, coming our way. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited for boxing, and I'm excited for boxing fans. I'm also excited for the people that drive boxing numbers. You know who drives boxing numbers? The boxing casuals. You know, the boxing casuals, because once they get excited about something, then it does record-breaking numbers, and it puts the sport that I love so much on the forefront. I get to see my fighters everywhere I go on, everywhere I tune in. I love tuning into like other things and seeing my fighters on there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'll be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is a big fight. You know, when you can tune in and you can see one of the big fighters on one of these podcasters, on one of these shows, or on these Today Show or something like that. That makes my heart smile, you know, because it feels like we arrived as a boxing community. We are in the building.
Of course, and you know, it's like when you see when fighters started going on like the Breakfast Club and stuff, and over there in the States, I was like, yeah, like boxing it's back, it's mainstream. And yeah, may it long continue. El Pinchy, just to touch on this real quick, Smith versus Boazzi flying under the radar. It is, I think Boazzi's absolutely gonna do Mundo. People are saying that
one of our fights that we was talking about, that's like one of our faves that we're going at. We're split. He's going with Boazzi. I'm going with 40 Callum Smith. You know, I think this is gonna be Boazzi's biggest test. If he can get past 40 Callum Smith's, kudos to him. This is going to be the best person he got on his resume. It'll be the best person he got a chance to share the ring with, period. You know, so if he can come in there and against a guy who only lost to legends.
True.
You know what I'm saying? 40 Callum Smith only lost to
legends. He should have won. Should have lost against the Gorilla. Should have John Ryder should have definitely lost his belts that day in Liverpool, but that's another conversation for another day. Thank you guys obviously so much. Yes, obviously I do have Boazzi to win. Shout out to Team Boazzi, Dwayne and the guys. But yes, it's been another episode of Talk About It Tuesday. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. I thought it was #tremendous. Trill, what you got to say to the good people before we sign out?
Man, February 1st. That's all I got to say. That's what I'm going to continue to be saying. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Across the Way from the U.S. to the U.K. Please like and subscribe. And please check out our podcast. It's going to be on all streaming services, so you could be chilling and just listen to us, just chop it up, kick the Willy Bobo like we usually do. You know what I'm saying?
And I will be kicking the Willy Bobo. Willy Bobo? Oh my God! I thought I did something there. Have an incredible rest of the week, guys, and we will see you tomorrow for Back to Reality.
Yeah. You see you on Monday through Friday. Yeah.
Transformation to Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
This feels good.
Yeah. I'm moving. I'm going. I can't stop. I got motion.